What's up guys, it's me the Dumb Fanatic and welcome back to my second Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today I have a PU battle. Yes, PU is my favourite tier because it is so fun and creative and really fast paced. You get quite a lot of offensive teams and interesting teams, and that is why I love it so much. But anyway, I have a game here against someone called Daddi. I will link his channel in the description. He won't actually know I've done this unless he's subscribed to me. I just found him on Twitter, so it'd be nice if you guys go and look at his channel and subscribe, or let him know on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. But yes, it's a PE battle, and it's a team I made during the day and started playing with it in the evening. I played one game with it before and lost to Hans, who is a follower on Twitter, and we get on quite well actually. It's really nice, really. Anyway, other than that, I start off with Raticate. He starts off with Meowth. Don't know why he's using Meowth, because he could use Persian. I go for Protect, expecting him to go for the Fake Out on the first turn, which he does. I also have a Lampent on my team, so I could swap into that if I really fancied, knowing he was going to go for another Fake Out. But now, apparently, well, I'm thinking maybe Raticate might be faster than Meowth. If it was Persian, I'd have been confident Persian would have been faster. He goes into Kingler. Kingler's pretty good in physically defensive side, and Facade does a lot. Raticate with Guts and Facade, Stab is actually really good. And he also gets Sucker Punch. He also gets Quick Attack if you want to run that as the alternative option for priority, but I actually run Sucker Punch, because you can get super effective, obviously, even though Quick Attack is Stab. But Sucker Punch kills that Kingler, and that is a massive threat averted, because I have Kingler myself and I know how powerful they are. Anyway, in comes Arbok. I U-turn out. I wasn't really paying attention at this point. I thought he had an Intimidate off on me, so I thought it would be a good idea if I go into my Dunsparce and glare him. But I actually didn't really realise he wasn't an Intimidate version. He actually has Shed Skin, which comes into play, I guess, kind of, but not really too much. He goes for a Coil. I mean, he's probably going to go for a Gunk Shot next turn. Dunsparce is actually a pretty good defensive Pokemon in PU, because he's only weak to fighting. He has a butt ton of HP, and he has half decent physical defense. Plus he gets Roost, which is pretty reliable recovery. He gets Headbutt through Egg moves, which is brilliant for that power flinching, because he gets Serene Grace as his ability, or unless you want to run away for some stupid reason. But here he goes for the Gunk Shot again, and that's enough to take out my Tsuchinoko, which is the legendary, or like the mythical snake he's based on in Japan. So that's the reason behind his name, or her name, if you wanted to know. I'm going to go back into Petunia here, and he's going to go for the Sucker Punch. I actually thought it might kill me, but because it's not Stab, I do live. Then I go for the Facade, which doesn't quite kill Arbok, but it does a lot. This Arbok's probably slightly bulky because it's a setup set, but I am going to live that poison. And now I know I'm going to be able to get my Sucker Punch off first. I don't know if they've changed the mechanics of Sucker Punch this generation, because I'm pretty sure if you used Sucker Punch on priority before, it didn't work. But maybe he didn't go for Sucker Punch. I don't know why he wouldn't, but I went for my Sucker Punch first and it killed it. So Raticate actually goes down, which is a real shame, because it's a really powerful Pokemon in PU tier. I haven't seen anyone else use it yet, so it's quite nice that I'm using it and haven't seen anyone else use it. But it's a double down, because the poison kills me off at the end of the turn. So I'm going to go into my Seviper, which is a brilliant wall breaker in this tier. It's got base 100 special attack and physical attack. Its move pool is pretty good. I think it's better if you actually transfer it from your game, because it gets things like Giga Drain in that generation, whereas here it's got pretty limited special move pool, but still it's brilliant. I run Sludge Bomb. If I manage to poison something, I can switch it up to Venoshock. If I switch out, I'm Choice Specs on that thing kills. Here I was expecting the Fake Out, so I swap into Nightlight, my Eviolite Lampent, and he U-turns out, and I wasn't actually even paying attention to the pre-game team sheet thing. He actually has a Mawile, which I was a bit skeptical about. I'm not really sure it's PU, but you know what, I'll let it go. I was assuming it's not going to be the Mega Evolution, because that'd just be completely unfair. He doesn't expect me to go for the Will-O-Wisp though, and I do go for the Will-O-Wisp, which is brilliant, because Mawile is quite a big threat, especially while I didn't see if he actually got the Intimidate off. He might be the Sheer Force set. I guess for the Sucker Punch here, I could have just, well actually I don't know, that was a critical hit. I would have probably been able to have lived the Sucker Punch originally, because it didn't have any Swords Dances up, and it's not its Mega Evolution. And Flamethrower actually kills it in one with a critical hit in return to his original critical hit Sucker Punch. So I'm in good shape here, but his Meowth comes in and he goes for Knockoff. And by the way, all this Pokemon is shiny, I just realised that, but he goes for the Knockoff and that kills me with a critical hit. Not sure that really mattered because he knocked off my Violite. I don't know if a Violight's effects still come into play with that because it knocks it off after you use the move, so I'm not really sure. Bring in Sliverin. I know he's going to knock off, he's going to be faster, he's going to knock off my Choice Specs, and I kind of expected him to be a Violite if he was a Meowth. I'm not really sure why he's not a Persian, yeah. But Sludge Bomb actually kills it in one, which is brilliant. And I think he's down to his last Pokemon now, which is Rotom Fridge. And that is the smallest fridge I've ever seen. How on earth are you ever going to fit anything in that fridge? It's completely pointless. But Flamethrower does like half without the specs, which isn't too bad because it's not stab. But Blizzard looks so cool in this generation. I love it. But I go down, which is fine because I have 2 Pokemon left. However, they are both weak to Rotom's stabs. I have a Marill and I have Shiftry. I'm sure Shiftry would have been able to take this thing out of Focus Blast, but I decided, you know what, Marill needs some time to shine. Azumarill gets all the limelight. I live a Volt Switch. If he had Thunderbolt, he'd have been able to kill me, but I go for the Super Power and take this thing out. Thank you, Tony Daddi, for that battle. It was a really fun battle. I'm going to link his channel in the description, like I said. It was a close 2-0. I have some more battles to upload, but please, guys, follow me on my Twitter. It's the Dom Fanatic. If you can guess, I will be looking for battles. I'll tweet out when I'm looking for battles. Pretty much any tier. I have a stock full of Pokemon. Hopefully, you also enjoyed the Mirror Bee music. I thought it'd, be nice, light-hearted music to go with this light-hearted video. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Bye.